Hey, Andris from Secret Factory. How are you doing?
Hey, everything's fine, thank you. Really happy to be part of the podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, happy to have you on. So where are you talking to me from today?
we are in the studio actually, where we are working from Balázs. It's actually a container in the garden of my house, so it's really cool.
And is that
Yeah.
in Hungary?
Yes, this is in Hungary. We live in Sopron. This is at the border to Austria, so we are 45 minutes away from Vienna actually.
Yeah. And you are, one half of a duo.
Yeah.
Uh, your partner, he's couldn't make it today. But for those people who maybe aren't as familiar with you, can you just tell us who are Secret Factory?
Yes, we are a DJ and producer uh, couple, let's say. So we are really long-time friends. We are working together since more than 25 years now. We started in Sopron, in our hometown, as residents in a club, and yeah, we became friends there. It was around 2000, and yeah, since then we are working together. We do everything together. And yeah, that's how Secret Fusion came to life, or party series, and also our label.
And I spoke to Claudio Ricci recently on my latest podcast. He's from Vienna. He grew up
Yeah,
in Vienna, and he
you know,
talked about getting into the dance scene in the mid-90s. When he was a teenager, when things were really kind of taking off in Germany, Sven Väth, Westbam, as well as kind of Austria's native artists such as Kruder and Dorfmeister and the whole G-Stone genre. They kicked off. Was that similar to what was happening in Hungary when you guys connected in the I guess in the 90s?
yeah, sure. It was a bit similar to Claudio actually, because of the near of Vienna. Everything blew up really in the mid of 90s here in Hungary. A lot of clubs were full packed, and house music and techno music was banging really. That was my way also to this scene. My sister invited me to a party when I was 13 years old, and that's how I started really to love this kind of scene and music. Yeah, at the beginning we went a lot to Vienna actually. End of 90s to Flex Club, uh, Prater Sauna, and then locations like this. And for me, actually, really, what Claudio said was almost the same way. Really, also the G-Stone stuff, Kruder and Dorfmeister, who are actually really good friends already of mine, because I worked a lot with them on festivals. I really love them, and yeah, also Sven Väth. Still, for us, he's really the biggest selector in our eyes. Really, I can dance to listen to him for hours, or let's say 12 hours actually. So yeah, the whole thing was actually the same. Then at around, as I said, around 2000, we became residents in a club, and we never went. We went to Budapest also to buy records, but Vienna was in the near, so we went always to Vienna, to Black Market, which was a really famous record shop. And somehow we got another record. It was more influence from Germany and yeah, Austria also. So yeah, that was a cool time actually. We really loved it.
Yeah, did you ever go to kind of the May Day raves or the Love Parade in
Yeah.
Berlin? What are your memories of those times?
Yeah, actually, I only saw them in TV. There was a TV channel called Viva TV, and they broadcasted it. I saw it live, and I think when I was around 12 or 13 years old, they broadcasted May Day live in the TV, and I saw Josh Wink for the first time, and Carl Cox, and that was crazy. Really, I recorded it on tape from the TV, and I listened to it when I went to school every day.
Yeah. So at what point did you two kind of come together? Were you friends at school, or was it, did you meet on the dance floor?
I, Actually, we were already neighbors when we were around 10 years old, but we hated each other. I don't know why. 10 years later, as I said, I was a resident in the club, and I needed help because I did the whole nights alone, Friday and Saturday, 8 hours always. The Balázs was the guy who played really good music, and we decided with the owner that he will be my partner. And after time, we grow together. Really, we decided, okay, we have some interesting sound together. Let's do us a night show or nightclub, or how do you say it? Yeah, secret fusion label, not label, night show. Yeah, and yeah, that's how it started at that point. Yeah.
And what's the Hungarian electronic landscape like right now? You know, is there a much of a scene for the kind of music you guys play?
Actually, if we play in Budapest, we play a lot in Budapest. We have to be a bit different than what we play in Sopron. In Sopron, at our own events, we play really free and what we want. Budapest is now more, let's say, melodic is a big thing, of course, and the really hard and fast techno is also really big in Budapest now. And yeah, if we play, we normally play with some melodic guys or who are between melodic or house. So we play also a bit mixture of that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure. And you mentioned your label and your event series, Secret Fusion. It initially started as club events, right? And then evolved
Yes.
into a label later?
Yes. At that point, around 2000, progressive house was really big in Hungary, and we played a mixture of progressive house and minimal techno. It was interesting, and then we decided, okay, we need a night for this. And after 1 or 2 years, we really moved on from progressive house, and we were really in this kind of kern sound from a compact and the whole compact label family. And yeah, that was our main goal, to show Hungarian people this kind of sound, actually. Yeah, and it became really big, actually. So we had a really successful years till the COVID thing, and now we are back again with really big parties now.
And what, can you tell us some of the kind of Secret Fusion highlights so far, either in terms of the label or the events?
Yeah, with the events, actually, the highlights are always when one of the highlights for us is if we play back to back, just us two. There are 400, 500 people there, and that's amazing, actually, for a club night in Hungary. The city has 60,000 people here, so it's not a big city, it's a little city. So to have 400, 500 people who listen to this kind of music with you and enjoy it the whole night is amazing. But we had amazing guests here, like Jennifer Cardini. We had more than 1,000 guests with Jennifer Cardini, or Robert Brume, Radio Slave, Gregor Thrasher, Butch. So really big names, actually. Yeah. From if we talk about the label, we started it at the beginning. There was always one track and a lot of remixes to it, and we had big remixers there, actually. Markus Vorgul, yeah, Shobek. I'm not so good with to remember everything, but yeah, who was there with big names? I don't remember now.
So many. Yeah. Well, I think that's a good thing, right? Yeah. There's so many that you don't remember, I think. Yeah. And in terms of the label, what was your philosophy? What is your philosophy now when, you're selecting artists and tracks for the Secret Fusion releases? And also, if I could add to that, for anyone thinking of sending you demos, what advice would you give to those artists?
Yeah, at the beginning, it was just a platform for us to release music and have no pressure, and to have maybe a good remixer for it. And sometimes we got really good demos from friends and from other guys. And then it became really big before COVID, actually. We had a really big and long release plan. And then, of course, COVID came and everything stopped. We had to stop the release plan also, and the whole label. And we decided, actually, just to take it back a little bit and to release what we like. And, the main goal is now, so we have not the big plans, actually. So we only receive 1 or 2 good tracks a month. And if it's just one track, then we release it on HFRX. That's a single-based sub-label from Secret Fusion. We like it. It's also better for the whole, how can I say, culture now, or not the culture, for the releasing attitude, what is going on now. You can't release EPs with 4 tracks. Nobody cares. Nobody listens to 4 tracks. You need one big track and you have to release it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the plan now. We release, let's say, every month or every 6 weeks some EP with 1 or 2 tracks. And mainly now the focus is really what we like. So there were some releases where we didn't like any tracks actually, but it was okay in the whole package. But now we are really happy with the releases. Yeah. And if somebody wants to send us music, actually, or wishes that we receive or we get crazy tracks where you can't handle them and you can't decide who to send them, and then you think nobody wants to release it because it's too different and it doesn't fit into any genre, then it's actually for us. Of course,
Nice.
it's fine if it's on the dance floor, but if not, it's also not so important.
And in terms of your own releases, because you've had many and you've had releases on the likes of Solomun's Diynamic,
Yeah.
Isolate, just to name a few. Is there any release that you're particularly proud of?
Yeah, sure. We are really proud, actually, on every release, of course, but we're really proud of the Crosstown Rebellion release. It was a big milestone for us. We loved Damian Lazarus from the beginning, really, and actually, I bought the first Crosstown Rebels record in Vienna. I still have it. And yeah, that was a big moment for us. I was dancing on a dance floor, actually, and I received a message on Instagram that he loves our tracks, and he played 4 tracks in, I don't know, Space Miami from us, and let's talk later. And then we talked how we work and what we are doing, and what our plans are, and then he decided, of course, to release our tracks. But of course, dynamic release was also a big thing for us, and Isolate, Multinotes, All Black. We are really happy now with the Essential Parts release. I think it's a great label. And of course, what came out last weekend, our Frau Blau release, is also special for us because we had already a release on Frau Blau, but it was on the France compilation, and now we have our own EP on Frau Blau.
Okay, well, let's talk about that track now, that EP now, sorry.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's on Frau Blau. It's just come out. It's called Shakalaka, isn't it? It's 2 tracks. Can you tell us anything more about that EP?
Sure. It was so we normally start to make really long tracks and storyteller tracks, and at that point somehow we decided we work more with samples and make it more for the happier moments on the dance floor, not the sad and melancholic moments. And actually turned out really good. Both tracks really work, I think, really good, and they have a positive vibe, which is now important for us. In the past 20 years, we were really melancholic, and we loved that closing ice moments on the dance floor. We still love it, but now we make more energy and more, how can I say, main time music, actually. Yeah.
And tell me about kind of the support and the reaction to it, because I think today you posted that Frankey Sandrino, they played the track Resident Whale in the recent Gavulba sets. I was listening to that just the other day. Lots of other big names have been playing the tracks as well, yeah?
Solomun played the track, but I think he played it 1 year ago. I don't know where the video came. One friend sent it to me that now he recognized this track. He played it in a festival, I think, in Germany. Damian Lazarus played it. Who else? Yeah, Frankey Sandrino, of course. Kadosh, Economist is playing it now, and we have really good feedbacks from the mail out. Actually, I don't know who is playing it. I hope so. Videos from in the next days. So let's see. Yeah.
Big names. That's obviously a testament to how much they like the track. So you're about to celebrate your 25th anniversary of the Secret Fusion events. Have you got some big plans in store?
Yeah, our plan is now to have a big night here in Sopron in April. We don't know who will be the guest, but let's see. And then we have also in Sopron a free event planned in a garden for. It's a day party where the people who visited us 20 years ago and had fun with us can also come with their child and have fun.
Nice.
It's always a great thing. And the final celebration will be at Sopron Fest. It's a festival here in Sopron, and there will be a night presented by us, so a Secret Fusion, and this will be the closing and final celebration of Secret Fusion. Secret Fusion turning 25 with a big name, with big guests actually, but I can't tell it now because they didn't announce it yet.
Yeah, no, I understand. And in terms of releases, have you got much planned as well for the rest of the year?
Yeah, next release will come out on our own label, Secret Fusion, and we have some tracks ready for Crosstown Rebels. Let's see if Daniel likes it. And John Digweed is asking us since really a year for tracks, and we try to make some tracks for him now. So that's the plan, and let's see. Really, we want to release also an EP on Essential Part, and then we go around again.
Yeah, well, now you talk about Digweed. I've seen that Digweed and Sasha played quite a few of your tracks.
Yes.
The one called Bar.
John Digweed is always playing our tracks, so he's a really big supporter, and we love him also since really from the Global Underground year, end of the. We loved him, and he's a great selector, and it's amazing if he supports you. Really.
Yeah, it must be amazing to see. You know, like you say, people who you probably grew up with, me too, you know, the innovators of the scene playing your tracks out, you know, to those big crowds in the likes of South America. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Listen, Andris, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Good luck with the label. Good luck with, you know, the 25th anniversary celebrations and everything that's to come in 2026 and beyond. Thank you so much for talking to me.
I thank you, actually, really. It was really nice. Thank you.
No worries.